Can you honestly say that when you close your eyes tonight, you are truly safe? As a brain doctor who has seen hundreds of silent stroke victims, I have to tell you the shocking truth. One common sleeping position, one thing most of you do every single night, that, without fail, doubles your risk of a stroke by morning. You think you're resting, but if you are lying in this one specific way, you are putting your most critical arteries under immense pressure, forcing them to kink like a garden hose and creating the perfect environment for a blood clot to silently form while you are dreaming. Tell me honestly, do you wake up with that little crick or stiffness in your neck that you shrug off as old age? You need to stop dismissing that stiffness immediately, because that little crick isn't just muscle pain or old age acting up. It is the direct physical warning sign that your main vertebral artery, the one responsible for feeding oxygen to your brainstem, was kinked and restricted all night long. That minor discomfort is actually the alarming symptom that your brain was starved of the oxygen it desperately needed. And if that happens repeatedly, it guarantees permanent arterial mycodamage, making you an ideal target for those silent, sudden strokes. So, which position is silently creating this permanent damage and setting the stage for a stroke? For most of you, the greatest culprit is sleeping on your stomach or sleeping on your side with your neck sharply rotated and tucked into the pillow. This seems comfortable to millions of people, especially if you have hip or back pain. But when you lie in this specific way, you are forcing your head to turn past the safe 45-degree mark for hours. And that continuous, violent twisting compresses the vital arteries at the base of your skull. Imagine holding a 2-pound bowling ball. When you twist it hard and hold it there for 8 hours, the pressure on your blood vessels is enormous. And this single habit puts your life at risk every single time the sun goes down. Now, why is this twisting so catastrophic? It's because the pressure doesn't just block blood flow temporarily. The extreme compression creates micro tears on the inside lining of those already aging arteries. Think of it as repeatedly flexing a kinked garden hose until the lining begins to fray. And here is the terrifying part. The body rushes to heal these tears by sending platelets, and those platelets pile up and coagulate right there in that restricted, twisted area, forming a tiny, silent blood clot while you are completely unconscious. That clot is a ticking time bomb. It can travel right up to your brain at any moment, and that is how a simple, comfortable sleeping position becomes the direct trigger for a devastating, sudden stroke. Now, if you are living with certain conditions, this risk goes from dangerous to catastrophic. Here's the simple truth. If you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or high cholesterol, you already know that your arteries are likely stiffer, less pliable, and perhaps already narrowed by years of wear and tear. This means that when you twist your neck into that risky sleeping position, your already vulnerable arteries can handle zero of that crushing pressure. The micro tears happen faster, the clotting happens easier, and the chance of that clot breaking loose is exponentially higher. For millions of seniors managing these common conditions, lying down in the wrong way is effectively pouring gasoline on the fire of a pre-existing heart or stroke risk. So, how do you know if you are already causing damage? Here is your critical check-in. If you wake up and experience lightheadedness, dizziness, or a heavy, dull headache that seems to fade as you walk around and start your day, that is an emergency red flag. Why? Because that momentary dizziness is your brain adjusting from a state of oxygen starvation, which was caused by the neck compression we just discussed. If you are experiencing this, it is not just poor sleep. It is a sign that those dangerous micro tears and restricted blood flow may already be happening, meaning you must change your sleeping habit tonight to prevent the next stage, the clot itself. Now, if this is truly an emergency, why haven't you heard this urgent warning from your general practitioner or chiropractor? Here is the exclusive secret they are missing. Standard medical protocol doesn't consider the fine mechanical compression of the vertebral artery during common sleep positions because it's a subtle, sustained orthopedic and neurological stress, not a sudden event. Your doctor is focused on your blood panel and heart rhythm, but they neglect to ask about the specific mechanics of your sleep. Because this critical connection between neck rotation and overnight stroke risk is rarely discussed in short appointments, this video becomes your essential second opinion and your life-saving wake-up call. You might be sitting there thinking, "But doctor, I've been sleeping on my stomach or in this tucked-in side position for 40 years. It's the only way I can fall asleep, and it feels comfortable." I need to challenge that belief right now. That feeling isn't true comfort. It's simply inertia and habit. Your body has become accustomed to the restricted position, and the deep damage it's causing is silent and painless until it's too late. The comfort you feel is the temporary relief of a habitual posture, but the trade-off is massive, silent arterial stress. We must break the destructive cycle of comfort before it results in a devastating, permanent health crisis. Now, even if you successfully switch positions, you are likely sabotaging your efforts unknowingly. The hidden danger is right under your head, your pillow stack. Think about your current pillow. If it's too thin, your head tilts down, severely pinching the arteries. If it is too thick, your head is propped unnaturally high, stretching and stressing the arteries on the upward side. Both scenarios create the same kinking problem we just discussed, and it leads straight back to the blood clot risk. Your pillow is not just for comfort. It is a vital medical tool that, if used incorrectly, can turn your safest position into one of the most dangerous, purely because of the angle it forces your neck into for hours on end. While sleeping on your stomach is the worst position for your arteries, there is a sneaky secondary position that millions of seniors rely on: the tight fetal curl. Curling up tightly in that ball position might feel comforting and nostalgic, but it severely restricts your diaphragmatic breathing, meaning your body takes in less oxygen all night. Crucially, when you pull your knees toward your chest, you compress large arteries, slowing down the overall circulation across your entire body. This makes it exponentially easier for blood platelets to stick together and initiate a clot, not just in your neck, but in your legs, which can be just as deadly. And the reduced overall flow starves your brain further. I know you are desperate to know the safest position to guarantee a peaceful, stroke-free night. I am going to reveal that life-saving position right now. But first, you must know this final, critical detail that 99% of people get wrong. If you miss this one tiny nuance, it involves a simple prop you likely have right now. You will still be kinking your arteries, still forming clots, and still risking everything. If you skip ahead, you are missing the blueprint for safety. Stay right here, and I will show you the exact physical support you need to maintain perfect arterial flow, even in the safest position. That critical detail involves support, not just position. You must ensure your head is completely neutral, the tip of your nose perfectly aligned with the center of your breastbone. To achieve this, the secret is a support pillow between your knees and proper neck support. When you lie on your side without the knee pillow, your upper leg drags down, twisting your entire spine and forcing your neck and the vital arteries at its base to shift out of alignment. The knee pillow stabilizes the lower spine and pelvis, immediately stabilizing the neck, guaranteeing that your vertebral arteries remain straight and wide open. This combination, The knee pillow and the proper neck alignment is the difference between saving your arteries and silently strangling them every night. Now that you know the hidden trick of spinal alignment, here is the truth. The single safest position for your brain and arteries is to sleep on your side, whichever side feels most comfortable, but with both your head and your knees supported exactly as I just described. You must maintain the perfect 90-degree angle from your spine to your mattress, ensuring your head is not tilted up or down. This position instantly prevents the neck rotation that compresses the vertebral artery, supports your circulation, and reduces stress on your heart. This is not just a comfortable way to sleep. This is the doctor-recommended, evidence-based position to stop overnight clot formation and guarantee that your brain receives a clean, wide-open flow of life-giving oxygen while you rest. Imagine the feeling tonight. You are not just preventing a tragedy, you are instantly optimizing your health while you sleep. The results are immediate and dramatic. When you adopt this side sleeping position with proper support, you will notice significantly less tension in your neck and shoulders, instantly stopping that morning crick we talked about. More importantly, the guaranteed open arterial flow means your brain and entire body are fully oxygenated. This often translates to better short-term memory, less morning grogginess, and a reduction in nighttime awakenings due to struggling for breath. By fixing one small habit, you are giving yourself a huge health advantage that delivers energy, clarity, and most importantly, the profound peace of mind that you are protecting yourself from the silent killer. Now, you might think you need to run out and buy an expensive orthopedic pillow tonight, but I promised you an immediate, simple fix you can use tonight. To prevent your neck from rotating too far in your new, safe side sleeping position, all you need is a medium-sized towel. Roll that towel up tightly like a long, firm sausage and tuck it right into the curve of your neck, snug against your shoulder, making sure it supports the neutral alignment. This simple, free towel trick literally forces your neck to stay straight and prevents that dangerous turning and kinking of your arteries. Try this simple trick tonight. It is the quickest and cheapest way to start saving your brain health while you sleep. Changing your position is step one. But before you go, you need my exclusive 3-minute artery prep ritual. This simple, zero-cost routine safeguards your circulation and makes clotting less likely. Forget expensive supplements. This is mechanical preparation. First, spend 1 minute doing slow, gentle neck rotations, just moving your chin from shoulder to shoulder. Nothing aggressive, just to loosen the day's tension and ensure optimal pre-sleep flexibility. Second, for 30 seconds, lightly massage the base of your neck where the compression happens, promoting immediate localized blood flow. Finally, take 5 deep, slow, diaphragmatic breaths to maximize your oxygen intake just before you lie down. This 3-minute ritual guarantees your blood vessels are relaxed, flexible, and ready to maintain wide-open flow throughout the night, boosting the protection offered by your new sleeping position, making you feel safer than you have in years. Listen to me closely. I shared my absolute shock and the hidden science because this is not an academic exercise. This is about your life and the life of someone you love. You now know that one wrong move every single night, the stomach position, the twisted side sleep, the wrong pillow, is enough to create a silent, deadly blood clot. I am begging you to take this warning seriously. Do not put off this change until tomorrow, because stroke does not wait for your convenience. Your body doesn't heal arterial damage overnight, and the danger is immediate. Your choice is simple. Implement the side sleeping position and the towel trick tonight. You have the knowledge, you have the simple tools, now you must take the immediate action to safeguard your brain. Before we wrap up, I have one urgent, often ignored warning regarding your nighttime routine, and it involves many common sleep aids. If you are relying on certain prescription medications or even some over-the-counter sleep pills to get to sleep, you must understand that some of these aids can dangerously deepen your sleep cycle, making you far less likely to shift position naturally, even if your body senses a restriction or pain. When your body is chemically forced into a deep, immobile sleep in the wrong position, that kinking of the vertebral artery is sustained without relief for many more hours, drastically increasing the chance of that micro tear becoming a full-blown, life-threatening clot. If you use aids, you must be doubly vigilant about maintaining the safe side sleeping position, or you are adding a major risk factor to an already dangerous habit. We've covered vital, life-saving information today that your general practitioner might miss, from identifying the emergency red flags to implementing the simple towel trick. If this video has given you a moment of peace, a better night's sleep, or the profound realization that you can protect yourself from silent stroke risk, please do me a favor. Oh, consider subscribing to the channel right now and pressing that bell icon. Your support ensures that this crucial, independent, life-extending health knowledge can reach millions of other wonderful seniors who need to hear these urgent warnings to secure their health and their future. Remember, the single best decision you can make tonight is to get that towel rolled and sleep on your side. Your brain health depends on it. Now that you've secured your arteries against silent stroke risk while you sleep, we need to talk about what you put in your body every morning. Did you know there is one incredibly common breakfast food, often labeled as healthy or senior-friendly, that is silently destroying the tiny blood vessels in your eyes and rapidly accelerating age-related eyesight loss? If you want to stop the damage that leads to blindness, click here to watch our next critical video. Your brain is safer tonight. Now let's save your eyesight tomorrow.